What's going on, guys? Yankee Cowboy here. On the bench is the Springfield Range Officer Compact. This is part 2 to a series of videos that I had planned on doing, but this thing ended up taking up way too much time and, got put by the wayside. I got people emailing me all the time about, when's the next video coming out. So what I'm going to do here is we're going to jump down on the bench, we're going to take a look at it, and I'm just going to explain to you guys what I did to it modification-wise and how that went. So let's hop down and take a look. Alright, so here it is, guys, up close on the bench, what everybody's been waiting for. The Springfield Range Officer Compact. This is the part 2 to my original video, which I apologize, guys. I was supposed to do a series of videos on this, but it was just, this thing was an abundance of work, and I just didn't film it. Alright, so first things first, let's take a quick look at it. This side's pretty plain because it doesn't have a ambi safety, but the first thing that might be jumping out at you is the grips. I have my channel logo put on there and these fish scales. These were done by Joe's Engraving. He does great work. He's pretty fair in his price, and these got a great purchase with that fish scale, so they feel really good in the hand. Second thing that might jump out is the mag. So let's take the mag out. Let's make safe first before we go any further. These are the Cobra mags. I love these mags. So let's make sure that there's nothing in the chamber, which there isn't. Chamber's clear, so we can continue. Alright, let's move around to the other side. Here's where it starts to come together and you get the full picture of it. I was going for the silver and black accents here. So you got your silver trigger. You can see a bit of the barrel out here sticking out. You got some silver there. You got the takedown, the thumb safety, grip safety, and the mag butt there. So it looks, I think it looks pretty good there, the contrast I was going for. Alright, so what parts did I do? What did we put in it? We did the Wilson Combat Tactical Takedown. We did the Wilson Combat Tactical Thumb Safety and the Smith & Alexander Beaver Tail Safety. Now these safeties are very thin. This is for concealed carry, but your thumb still rides quite nice on it. And anybody who knows anything about the Springfield Range Officer Compact here, the front strap doesn't come checkered. So also I put the Wilson Combat front strap checker on here, which is pretty easy. It slides in, the grips hold it, and I'll tell you what, guys, it actually makes a huge difference. Your hand does not slide. You get a great purchase on it. Between the grips now, the checkering on the main spring housing, and the checkering from the Wilson Combat right here, the slip-on. So I think it looks pretty good. The only thing I may do to this, guys, beyond this, is I may end up porting it. Springfield did a V10 years back where they had a slot here with 5 holes and a slot on the other side with 5 holes. I may do that if it's feasible. If the barrel drops right in, I don't have to have the barrel machined or anything like that. I may do it. If not, I think I'm just going to run it the way it is. It's also color-filled. Got your compact, caliber 45, Springfield Armory, and of course the logo. I don't use paint, guys. I use acrylic paint, which is a water-based, and it holds up really well until you do like an ultrasonic cleaning or something, and then you just reapply it. But it's water-based. It goes on real easy, so it's not that big of a deal. Alright, so let's talk about how this whole project went. There's no such thing as a drop-in part, which I've realized, this being my first 1911 project, doing any kind of tinkering and upgrading. The only thing that kind of went in okay was the slide release here, this Wilson Combat. I had to do a small amount of sanding to it, and it was fine. But the thumb safety and this beaver tail safety, it was a nightmare. I was coming down here every night for half an hour at a time. Just take it apart, file stuff, put it in, see how it fit. And it was just a long process. I think it took me like 3 days, just like a half an hour, a night coming down there, just to tinker around with it. I didn't want to rush it, because normally I like to rush things and I screw them up. So it took my time. It was a lot of fit and finish. But it was so bad on this beaver tail safety, where this rides along the mainspring housing, it was galling up real bad, and filing it wasn't cutting it. So I actually took my work sharp, my knife sharpener, and it's a miniature belt sander, and just took that down. And now that functions properly. Functions fine. Let's strap the mag. We'll do a function check on it. So we'll rack it. Safety's on. Nothing's happening with the thumb safety. Thumb safety got a nice positive click. That's in there well. Now we'll make the beaver tail safety, and it fires. So always check your manual arms, guys, when you're done doing any kind of projects or putting any parts in your firearms, just so you know that it works. You don't want to be out there, and it doesn't work, especially if it's going to be a carry piece like this one is. But I think it came out pretty good, guys. I don't want to make this a long, drawn-out video. I just wanted to show this to you guys because a lot of people are sending me PMs and emails about the Range Officer Compact and a part 2. But sorry I didn't get any footage. It was just such a nightmare. Maybe the next time I tinker with a 1911, I'll definitely film it because now I know what I'm in store for and how I can edit it and go about it. But let me know what you guys think. We're going to go out for some final thoughts. Please don't forget to hit that like, share, and subscribe if you like my videos and you like what you see here today. So we'll hop out for some final thoughts. All right, let's do some final thoughts on the Range Officer Compact and this project I did. It was, it was interesting. It was a lot more work than I thought. I got the true definition of there's no such thing as a drop-in part. As, anybody who works on a 1911 probably knows that. But would I do it again? Absolutely. Absolutely would do it again. I did have a good time. It was just, slow. I went very, very slow with it and easy, and everything fit. I'm happy the way it turned out. I may do some more modifications to it. If I do, I'll definitely do another video on it. But this is it. This is, how it came out. Hope you guys liked it. You got any questions or comments, leave them below. And we'll see you guys on the next one.